Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I know I look weird because I don't have anything on my eyes, I don't have lashes, I don't have anything, but I wanted to start a new series on here, and because everyone asks of how I do my makeup, what I do, what I use, and all that stuff. So I'm going to start a series called 101 series. It is me literally talking about the things, the method, the techniques, the tools, everything that I use, or everything that you can use to do your makeup. So for my first 101 series, I'm going to start with eyeshadow looks. So I'm going to teach what eyeshadows are, types of eyeshadows, the different colors, the different textures, all that. I am going to teach base, how to put color on color, all that, transfer every single detail about eyeshadow. It could be overwhelming, but I just wanted to do that, teach, because I like that. I like teaching about makeup, I like talking about makeup and all that. So I'm gonna start with eyeshadow. I'll do foundations, I'll do concealers, I'll do lipsticks, lip pencils, I will do everything. I will do skin, everything, literally everything. So it's called the 101 series. Please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the videos. I will be pumping them out back to back. But that's about it. So I'm gonna get right into the eyeshadow. So my palettes are in here, most of my palettes are in here, and I'm going to show you guys the different textures and the different types of eyeshadows. Okay, so eyeshadow is, it's either a powder, it could come in powder form, it could come in pigment, it could come in literally any form, but it's basically applied on your eyelids, right? It could be blush too. It could come in a blush form. It could come in different textures, in different formulas, in different colors. Eyeshadows come in different textures, and they also come in different colors, and they also come in different formulas. So we have powder, which some people call matte, and then we have shimmers, and then we have pigments, and then we have glitters, and then we have liquid. Now I'm going to show you guys each and every one so that you can understand what I'm saying. So we've dealt with what. So what is eyeshadow? Eyeshadow is anything that you add on your eyelids. Anything that goes on your eyelid is an eyeshadow, basically. Current palette from Juvia's Place. I'm gonna open it up. As you can see, let me get a brush. All right, so as you can see, they are different. They are all eyeshadows, but they are different. So in terms of color, of course, they are all different in colors, but in terms of texture, they are all different in different textures, and also different in types, right? So this front row, these are all shimmers, right? These two rows, these are shimmers. They have pigment in them that make them shine, if that makes sense. There are pigments in these shadows that make them reflect a certain color of light, of shine, if that makes sense. So we have that, and then these are mattes, right? They are powder form. So we have these ones. This is how the powder form looks like, and this is how shimmers look like. And anytime you see a palette that has this pan in them, it means that they've been pressed in the factory, right? In the lab, they press them into these pans and then put them in a palette, so they're pressed, right? So you can have a glitter, right, that can be pressed into a pan, and you can have loose matte that can also be pressed into a pan. So that's a whole new different topic, right? So I'm going to do a quick swatch for you guys to show you guys. So this, right, that's how that looks like, and this is how this looks like. So you can see that this is the matte one and this is the shimmer one, right? I'm going to do another color. All right, so you can see that the shimmers reflect a little bit of shine depending on the color that is there, but the matte one just shows the particular color that it has, if that makes sense. So if you look at this, right, this looks pinkish in some lighting. If you move it, it would look golden. You know, it has like a rose gold flecks to it. Like this one looks greenish, but if you turn it like left right, it would look bluish, right? It looks blue, but in some light it will look green. So that's shimmer, and so that's the difference between shimmer and matte. So I'm going to show you this palette. This palette is also from Juvia's Place, but in this palette there are two shimmers, but they still look they look different, right? This looks more chunky than this. So this one is more of a foil shimmer, right? It looks like that. That's why it's a little bit chunky. It has like much more pigment in it, and this is just a normal pressed shimmer eyeshadow, and that's how it looks. So if you notice, this one will shine, it would shine brighter than the other one, if that makes sense, because the pigment and the texture of this is different from this. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm going to put it at the back of my hand, so you see how that reflects compared to how this reflects. So they are both shimmer shadows, but they have different formulas, and in terms of pigment they're different. So yeah, I'll move on to a different kind of palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe x Jaclyn Hill, and I'm going to show you guys. So you have more, you have a bit of range in terms of shadows. You have some matte, you have some shimmers, you have some foil shimmers, and you have some, normal shimmer shadows. And as you can see, I've used this palette. But anyways, you can see this one's at the, as you can see, we have some, these are powdered, right? Because they don't have any kind of shine, they don't reflect anything, there's no glitter in them, there's no pigment in them, nothing, right? And these ones, obviously, that have a little bit of shine are the shimmer ones. So most palettes will have some shimmers and some matte, except if you particularly just want matte shadows, then there are palettes that have just matte all through. Now I'm just going to, for my last reference, I'm going to use this palette, because this palette is just so simple. It's my Rere and BH Cosmetic palette. There are mainly 6 colors in here, but they both come in matte and shimmer, so that's why I wanted to use this palette in reference. So as you can see, all this bottom row here is yellow, a little bit of red, is this red or burgundy, and then purple, blue, and green. They're both, all of them are matte, and right on top of them they have the shimmer. So that's the difference. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the difference. So you have the bottom row that has the matte, and then you have the top row that has the shimmer. So you can tell the difference between a matte shadow and a shimmer shadow, even though they're the same color, right? They're both the same color. This purple and this purple is the same, but in terms of texture and formula, they're different, right? So I'm going to swatch that so that you guys can see the difference. I'll swatch the purple shimmer and the purple matte. I wanted you guys to see the difference. So you have the shimmer and you have the matte. So as you can see, the shimmer would have more shine, and then especially when the light hits it, right? When the light hits it, it would shine, and then the matte would just be mute, kind of. It would just show color, not shine, nothing. It's just powder basically. and then the shimmer obviously has some form of pigment, some form of shine to it. So moving on to a different type of shadows, we have glitters and pigment. So the pigments are more fine, they're like shimmer shadows but they're loose, and then glitters are like chunkier, if that makes sense. And then we have different types of pigments. We have loose pigments and liquid pigments, and literally different type of pigments. And also with glitters, we have, you know, fine glitter, soft glitter, chunky glitter, like so many types. But I'm just going to touch on the basics in terms of pigment and the glitters. So right in front of me, I have this pigment and this glitter. They're from NYX. This is the glitter and this is the pigment. I'm not sure, can you guys see the difference? Right, I'm gonna open them so that we can see. This is how this is the glitter and this is the pigment, and this is how it looks. Right, so you can see that the pigment is finely milled. It's almost like powder, but it's not. And then you have the glitter. I'm going to swatch them at the back of my hand. So we have the glitter, which looks like this, and then we have the pigment, which looks like that, right? So as you can see, obviously there are two different ones depending on the look that you're going for. The pigment basically is just for more shine. You can have a red eye look and then you want it to be like amplified, so you can put a red pigment on it. It just amplifies the color kind of and the shine. And for glitters also help amplify a look, but it's just that extra humph, like that extraness, if that makes sense. That extraness that you're looking for is what glitter does give. And the different types of glitter, just the same way there are different type of pigments. Bigger glitters that I use, these ones are bigger than the other ones. Those ones are finely milled. These ones are not. These ones are chunky glitters, and they almost look like confetti. Is it confetti or confetti? I don't even know what you call it, but whatever. But yeah, this is how they look. Basically, that's what eyeshadows are about. They're basically 4 major groups in terms of eyeshadows. I'm going to recap for you guys. It's the matte, the shimmers, the pigments, and the glitters. And then under those you have so many sub groups, and you have the liquid ones too. So under them you have liquid. You can have liquid shimmers, you can have liquid pigments, you can have liquid glitter, and then you can have liquid matte shadows. So they're liquid and then they dry to be matte. You know, there's so many different types of eyeshadows, but I just wanted to give you guys the base, which is the matte, the shimmer, the glitter, and the pigment. So thank you for watching. You guys, let me know if you like this 101 series. Let me know if you learned anything new. Let me know. You know, I just need your feedback so that I can keep, you know, doing these videos. You know, your feedback is important, because sometimes I feel discouraged to film, but then I remember that, you know, you guys leave comments, you like my videos, you like my pictures and all that, and it helps me make more videos. So let me know. My next video I would use the pigment and the glitters. Like today I just used the matte and the shimmer just for demo, and my next video I will incorporate the pigment and the glitters, so you can, you know, learn about those ones more and how to use them, how to blend with them, and all that. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching. You know, thank you for sticking with me. I hope this video was not too long, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.